It's been 1 month since my last video on this shaded area along the side of my garage, and it's the area that's probably changed the most in my yard. This is the view I see when I sit at my kitchen table, and I started to focus on it this year because I wanted to add some interest and color, especially in the late winter, early spring. The two hellebores I added last spring, and they've doubled in size. But while my husband and I were at the nursery the other day picking up soil, I saw these primroses, and they're perennials, and they said they were for shade. So I picked them up, but I wasn't sure if I liked the color so much because now that the hellebores have kind of muted a little bit, they didn't seem to match at the time, but they look okay now. I love how the hellebores continue to change their shades over the whole time of their bloom and how they've lasted so long. They're still going strong. Last month, the hydrangea was mostly sticks, and now it has its leaves, and it's even starting to form some buds. So that's exciting already. This is a blue and purple type hydrangea. Coming up over here is a bleeding heart that I just planted last April, and when I took the video in March, it was just poking up through the soil. So I can't believe how big it is in 1 month. I see this one little stem of flowers coming up and starting to bloom, and I hope we'll see more, and it just won't be a bunch of foliage this year, but I'll keep my eye on that and see what happens. These little hostas that are popping up were given to me by my neighbor, and actually I only planted one there last year, and another one is coming up next to it. Over here is Solomon seal. I was given this by my Buy Nothing group on Facebook at our plant share, and they usually get little white bell type flowers that remind me of lily of the valley. And I've heard they're supposed to get berries that the birds eat, but I have not seen any berries. These are two more of those white and green variegated hostas given to me by my neighbor. Again, I only planted one, so that extra one came up on its own. These are two larger hostas that I divided from my front yard. Unfortunately, one has been trampled by a squirrel. This green ground cover is called mock strawberry, and it actually does get tiny little red berries that are supposedly edible but not very tasty. It grows in the shaded wooded type areas of the back of our yard. We used to have the bird feeder over this area, so I purposely did not plant. But now that we have moved the bird feeder to the end, I'd like to fill in some of the bare spots with columbines, possibly that I winter sowed this year, and some Astillbes that I picked up the other day. I also really like Pulmonaria. So those are just a few future ideas and everything that's happened in just 1 month. Thank you for watching.